Hey, how you doing? I'm Chris Kelly.
Okay, my name is Austin Kelly, and today I will be talking about the Bill of Rights. So I will be asking you 5 questions,
Okay.
and I also have brought a project.
Awesome.
First question, what do you know about the 10 Amendments in the Bill of Rights?
I know a lot about the 10 amendments because I need to understand them for work. So some I know a little bit better than others, but for the most part, I make it a point of understanding all 10 amendments.
Okay, I do agree with that, and everything else we just said. Now,
Okay.
this is my project.
I see. Oh man, that came out great. Nice job.
Alright. Now, which of the amendments do you think is the most important?
To be honest with you, I don't think there's any one amendment that's more important than the other. I think that they're all important, and I think the reason why all 10 amendments are there for that is for that reason. It's because they limit the power of the federal government and what it's allowed to do, and also describes in detail what the rights are for the people, and that those rights are not to be interrupted by the federal government in any capacity.
Yep, I do believe that. And I also think none are as important as the other. Now, next question.
Cool.
Which of the amendments do you think is the hardest for people to understand?
Good question. I'd have to say probably the 4th Amendment, and the reason being is there's several U.S. Supreme Court cases that really get into a lot more detail as to what entails, what the 4th Amendment entails, and that unless you know those Supreme Court cases, that you may not entirely understand what the 4th Amendment is about.
Okay. Next question. Do you think any of the amendments should be removed from the Bill of Rights?
Absolutely not. The reason being is because all 10 amendments have importance as it pertains to what the federal government's allowed to do, and making sure that there's a check and balances between the federal government and the state government, just like the 10th Amendment states. But most importantly, it describes the rights of the American people, and that those rights are not given to us by the federal government.
Yeah.
Who are they given to us by?
God.
Yes, they are. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, they're given by God to us. Do you think more people should know about the Bill of Rights? Why or why not?
I think everybody should know about the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, because this maps out what our rights are, restricts the federal government to not have too much power, and like I said before, it creates a checks and balance between the federal government and the state government. I also think that these amendments are extremely important, and that they understand where it's coming from. That these rights that were written within the U.S. Constitution were derived from a history where, throughout human history, governments were not too good to its people. And this makes sure that the rights are for the people, restricts the government, and then it ultimately allows the people of the country, the United States, to have the power to dictate how the country is supposed to be ran, but not outside the actual Constitution and the framework of the Constitution.
Yeah, I believe that everybody should know this too, and I think this is a very important thing to know. Everybody should learn this in school. And
Awesome,
my
thanks.
name is Austin Kelly, and yours is?
Chris Kelly, Austin's dad.
And this is my presentation. Thank you, Daddy, for coming and being here with me. Now I will leave.
Thanks for the
Bye-bye.
questions. Appreciate it.